Well, you know that we've been reporting on the protests that have been happening this week, and now a federal judge will decide whether President Trump has gone too far with his deployment of the National Guard and the Marines.
Oh, when is that decision going to be made, Doug?
Well, we don't know when the decision is going to be made, but it is coming before a federal judge today. So this comes down to a question of how these forces are deployed and what their real mission is, with California making the argument that they cannot be used for law enforcement. With more flare-ups on the streets of Los Angeles, the National Guard troops around federal buildings and Marines who are training and waiting in the wings will be the central issue in a federal court today. At the Kennedy Center last night, President Trump was greeted with both cheers and boos as he attended a performance of Les Mis. On the way in, he defended his actions in California.
We didn't bring in the National Guard and the Marines. You would probably have a city that was burning to the ground.
But in court today, California will call Trump's actions an unprecedented power grab, arguing that the National Guard and the Marines cannot be used to assist immigration enforcement efforts.
This was provoked by the White House.
The city and state leaders say raids by ICE agents touched off the protests in the first place. And demonstrations have popped up in other cities as well. The White House maintains the president is well within his authority to protect federal buildings and agents.
President Trump will never allow mob rule to prevail in America.
And polling suggests immigration enforcement is a strong issue for the president.
It's the issue that really has sustained Republicans politically for some time. The big question is there a point where they could go too far? Could they be too aggressive?
And that really underscores the competing images. ICE agents carrying out their mission to deport illegal immigrants, and the sometimes violent protests that have cropped up in response. Now, the administration, meantime, calls California's lawsuit a political stunt. Mike and Alex.
We'll have to see what a judge decides.
Yeah. Doug, thank you. See you tomorrow.